What's up YouTube? Today's video is sponsored by a company called Freewell. Freewell makes GoPro and drone accessories. Freewell was nice enough to send me this action camera holder. This camera holder is designed for a grip mount if you want to do some handheld shots where you will be kind of moving around, showing things in front of you in a short range distance. So it has a couple of different options here. You can use the handle, and it has a little holder with a trigger where you put the GoPro inside there. So a really cool handheld device for GoPros. And then of course I've got a new charger mount that they sent me. This is a Freewell quick charge GoPro Hero. This is for 5, 6, and 7 batteries. So I'll be opening that and showing you guys a little bit more closely later. This is another item by Freewell. I'll be opening that up, showing you what's inside later. I believe this is a filter kit, and then this is definitely a filter kit by Freewell. This is the 4K series standard day filter pack, and so it has a different filter for depending on how many clouds are out that day. So this is the cloudy days kit, this is the partly cloudy days kit, normal sunny days kit, and then the really bright sunny days kit. So 4 different filters, a 4 filter pack by Freewell. This is the Freewell carbon fiber grip with mountable trigger adapter. So this is the handheld part with a little trigger right there for turning the GoPro on and off. We'll see how that works with the Hero 7. It does say it's for the Hero 3 and 4, which I also have, but it would be nice if it worked for the Hero 7 that I'm filming this with right now. So that's what we're going to be looking at today, guys. We've got the handheld kit, the 4 filter kit. I think this is another filter kit, and the Trio blue lighting charger. So it's a 3 battery charger kit. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to open is the Trio blue lighting quick charge. It's a 3 battery charger for the Hero 5 and above. First thing out of the box is a nice charger cable. So it looks like it's a USB charger cable. Some directions. And then here's the actual charger itself. It's a very nice case. It has a flip top that pops open. Very nice. So you can put your batteries down in here. And the case pops closed. You can see it has Freewell written across the front there. Freewell. And then on the sides has that nice carbon fiber pattern. And on one end you can see where the USB connection plugs in. So really simple unit. Nice case, it pops open. You can see down inside where the connectors plug in. Okay, so that's the Freewell Trio blue lighting charger for GoPro Hero 5 black and above. Mine's a Hero 7, so hopefully it'll work, being their batteries are very similar. Just take a look at the directions. Just some information about the LEDs and whatnot. 3 independent smart LEDs indicate red when charging and blue when completed. So that's nice. It does have batteries and the USB Type-C. So I'll go ahead and test that out in a little bit. That is the charger, the 3 battery charger, which will come in very handy. Now we're going to go ahead and open up the 4K series standard day filter 4-pack. So there's 3 different filters like I was mentioning before for cloudy, partly cloudy, sunny, or bright sunny. The different filters they offer here are the Indi 4, the Indi 8, the Indi 16, and the Indi 32. Double side multi-coated optical lenses. Some more information about the different filters. They just snap on there. So I will be showing you guys, right now it's partially cloudy out, I would say. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the different filters look like. Okay, go ahead and unpack the filters. First thing out of the box, oh, it's a brush for cleaning your lenses, and the end comes in and out. Nice little brush there for getting the dust off your lens. Okay, the rest of the box has a case, a nice case with the 4 different lenses inside. It says open at the bottom here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but it does say open there. It has a little depression where you can see where it comes out. Something else that popped out of the bag was a little lens cleaning, microfiber lens cloth for cleaning the lenses. So it's a nice blue Freewell cloth for cleaning the lenses with. So we got that cloth and the brush. It's part of the cleaning kit. And then you have the lenses. Go ahead and pop open the lens set down here where it's depressed just a little bit. And you can see there are the 4 lenses. So we have 4 lenses. Each is a little bit darker than the other one. I'll just show you the lightest one first. So this is the lightest lens, and you can see it's barely tinted. It is tinted, but it's not tinted very dark. And then I'll show you. I'm going to install all of these. I am going to install all of these guys, so you'll have a chance to see them all on the GoPro 7 later. But that is the lightest one. Not sure if that one's darker or this one, but here's one of the darker lenses. So you can see this, it's fairly dark for a very bright day when you wanted to filter the light out quite a bit. Maybe on the snow or something like that on the summer days. So there's the Freewell 4K series, a standard day filter 4-pack for anything from cloudy day to a bright sunny day. Look forward to checking these out. Really interested to see how those work. Go ahead and put them over there for now. And it comes with a cleaner, brush, and a tiny cloth. Now this is another item by Freewell. I'm not actually exactly sure what this is, but it's the H5 Black, so it's for the Hero 5 Black. And this kit is the Indi 1000. So I'm not exactly sure what's in here. It says Freewell Indi 1000 filter kit. So I think this is another filter kit. Alright, so here is the second filter kit that Freewell sent to me for evaluating. Oh, okay, so here's one more filter. I'm not sure why this one was packaged by itself, but this is a different filter. It's very dark. It is extremely dark. I mean, I'm even looking at it out the window and you can just barely see through it. Even with the white background, you could probably just barely see through that. So I'll have to do a little bit more investigating to find out exactly what the Indi 1000 filter is for. But I gather it's for extremely bright light, and it's when you want to really filter out quite a bit of light. Compared to the other filters, I mean, it almost looks like a lens cap. It's so dark. But if you hold it up to the light, you can still see through it. So it's extremely dark. That's the Freewell Indi 1000 filter. Freewell H5 Black Indi 1000, and then this is going to be on a Hero 7 for the test. So that's the third item. So we've gone over the charger, the 3 battery charger, we've gone over the 4 lens kit, and we've gone over the single lens kit. Now we're going to go over the Freewell carbon fiber grip with mountable trigger adapter. So the idea is you put the GoPro on the trigger, and then it has a nice handle that you can hold on to with a little tether. Give you a little bit more better of a grip when you're doing the handheld video, like when I'm doing my walk-arounds and the type of videos where I'm doing some stuff in the shop. This will be a lot easier for that. So really cool. I'm really interested to check this out. I want to go ahead and open it up now and take a look at it, see what's inside. Okay, so everything that was in the box comes in a nice little kit. It's a nice little neoprene style kit, hard kit. Very nice little case. I'll put the rest of the stuff in here if there's room. But yeah, it's a nice soft case with a little carrying handle on top. Really happy with that. It's pretty cool. Nice little zipper. And we'll see what's inside. Oh, really nice. Very nice. So here is the handle. And it's got a nice trigger mount there. You can see the trigger mount right here. So here's the trigger that you would use for activating the camera and deactivating the camera. Has a nice little rubber band there that you can replace if you need to kind of keep it held down tight against the top of the camera. Has a screw on top here so you can detach. That looks like it's the standard quarter thread on top there. I would imagine this probably unscrews, and it does. So you could use the handle separately if you wanted to without the trigger. If you needed to get really in tight, you could just use this. And it's it's extremely lightweight. I really like the feel of it. It has a tether on there for if you were maybe out and about and you didn't want to drop it in the lake or something like that. I'll go ahead and put this back on now though. So the handle just screws back on. Really like this, guys. It just has a really good feel to it. It's really, you can feel the carbon fiber tube is extremely lightweight. The whole thing just, it weighs almost nothing in your hand. You can barely even feel that it's in your hand. So I'll screw that back on. So now that's back the way it was when it came out of the box, and you can see it's got a piece at the bottom. Yep, and just like I figured, the bottom part unscrews as well. So if you wanted to screw in there, it looks like another standard 1/4 inch thread, 1/4 20, and screw that back on so you can hold a lanyard on the bottom there. But this part right here, this is really interesting the way that they've done this. So it looks like it's just basically a little cradle, and the way that it sits like this, you could just put your GoPro right in there. It's shaped to fit the bottom of the GoPro almost perfectly, and they've cut the slots into the cradle so that you can just drop your GoPro right in there and then screw it down just like you would into a standard GoPro mount. So that's a really cool design, guys. I'm really excited to try this out. You can see there's another spot where you could mount your camera further back if you wanted to. You could mount it back in here in this hole. So there's another spot right there where you could mount your GoPro with the standard 2 plastic prong design that the GoPro uses, that all of my GoPros, the new Hero 7 and the old Hero 3s that I ran before that, they all run that 2 plastic pin piece. And so I can see you can either connect it here or you could connect it here. You could cradle it here and then use the trigger adapter to turn it on and off. So let me just go ahead and grab one of my cases now. Okay, so here is the standard Hero 7 dive housing. This is not the housing that came with the Hero 7. This is one that I purchased separately, but you can see it does have the 2 plastic pieces on bottom, like I was mentioning before. Button on the side for the options and a button on top to activate and deactivate recording. So what I was explaining before is that you can lift the trigger up, and you'll see that the bottom part fits down perfectly in the bottom. Interesting. So it looks like I could make this work for the Hero 7, but with this case, for some reason, it doesn't fit perfectly against the front there. So it probably won't work with this housing. I'll probably need to use the housing that I'm actually using to record the video that we're doing right now. So, alright guys, I swapped over to the Hero 3, that's what we're recording with now. And here is a look at the Hero 7 that I was just recording with a few moments ago. So I'm going to show you now how the Hero 7 would normally fit. You can see it fits perfectly right in there, the way that it should. And so now that I have the standard housing on there, I can just screw it right in. Like that. so now the trigger, you can see right here, connects up, and you can see it pushes in right there at the top, and I can hold it almost like you would a pistol and do video. So look at how that would look. It's very comfortable in the hand. It's very lightweight, and I imagine with this second mount here, you could either flip the camera upside down and run it upside down, or you could run a light here or put a light on top, either way, and have light with that. So there'd be an LED down here facing out, and the camera on top would allow you to get some really good shots. One thing I forgot to show you earlier, also included with the case, there is a lanyard and some extra rubber bands. The rubber bands are for the trigger piece here to replace. Just gives it a little bit of an elastic feel and keeps the top held down gently against the top there. It's firmly, but not too firm. There's the lanyard and the extra rubber bands, along with a nice Freewell sticker for my toolbox. So I'm going to go ahead and test out the filter now and see how the filters work with the handheld. Take it outside and get some shots outside. Alright, so the very first lens I'm going to try out, I think, is this one here. I believe that's the lightest of them. This lens is the Freewell Indi 4. So we'll try out the Freewell Indi 4 first and go outside and have a look. Alright, so the first thing I got to do is put this outer cap back on. Now the reason I had the outer cap off of my Hero 7 is because I do run the dive housing when I'm riding to keep it safe and dry. There we go. Got it that time. So I've got the outer lens on now, and I'll clean off all the... Alright guys, now that I have the outer lens back on, I can go ahead and give the Indi 4 a try. So we're going to go ahead and take the Indi 4 outside and give that a try. Indi 8. Indi 16. Indi 32. Indi 1000. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. Special shout out to Freewell for sending me the handheld Hero mount. That's really awesome. I really appreciate the trigger mount. It's really cool to have something that I can take out and be able to get the handheld shots. It's much more stable and durable versus trying to pinch and hold the GoPro like this. Really looking forward to that. The trigger mount, that is really awesome. The trigger button. I do have to say though that I do have one little complaint with this particular housing. I do notice that this piece right here in the front is holding it from moving forward far enough so the trigger can't quite engage. If there was one complaint I would have about this setup, it would be that with this particular Hero 7 and this particular housing, which is the housing that came with my Hero 7, I'm not able to move this forward far enough to where the trigger actually lines up perfectly with the button. So there might be something I can do, maybe glue a little rubber foot on the end of that, or something just to give it a little bit wider footprint, something so that I could use the trigger. It does work if I just pull it forward just a little bit, then it does engage. But as far as right now, when I pull it, it just doesn't quite line up right. So I'd have to basically grind that little notch off right there, which is really no big deal. I mean, I would just take an angle grinder or a file and just take that little lip right there off. Simple fix, and I would be able to use the little trigger mount. But that is the only complaint that I have for this setup. Other than that, it's a really solid setup. It feels really good in your hand. It's extremely lightweight, but it does feel really strong. I'm going to feel great using this. I am going to look forward to getting some sort of an LED to hang on here for when I want to get shots underneath the vehicle, or maybe like in a dark area that I'm just showing you guys if we're on the trail somewhere and I want to show you a dark spot. This will be really nice for holding, maybe keep this in my backpack for doing the walking type adventures down trails where we're just going to be on foot. So thank you Freewell, thank you very much. I really appreciate the handheld trigger Hero mount. Is really awesome. I do look forward to using this, and I do look forward to using this for videos in the future. Also thank you for the forward lens filter kit set and the single filter kit. I'll be using those. I'm really looking forward to using those. Maybe if we go riding in the snow, I really look forward to the darker ones, and on the cloudy days trying out some of the lighter filters that it came with. Also really look forward to using this little brush set. This will be nice for cleaning up the GoPro after the rides, getting all the dust and everything out before I put it away. And thank you also for the 3 battery charger. I really like the design with the flip top that you can close, the lid, and I also like the LEDs, the way that the blue ones show that they're full, the red shows that it's still charging. Very easy to use, very friendly to the touch. The USB charger comes in really handy. I could use that in a cigarette lighter in the truck, on the go, or plug it into the front of my computer like it is now. So I will definitely be using that. It will help very much in keeping the batteries charged for recording future Trail Blogger episodes. So thank you again Freewell for the charger the Hero handheld mount, and the filter kit set. I'm really happy with all of these. I can't wait to try all this stuff out some more.